Hey guys, so this is my second request video, and CodeJunkie1 has requested that I do a video on effects of steroids. So this video is for you and anybody else who wants to know about steroids. So there are a lot of different types of steroids, and anytime you mention steroids to anyone in the medical field, we usually tend to think about corticosteroids, but that's something different. Like when you guys mention steroids, you're probably thinking about the kind you inject to get big muscles, and that's anabolic steroids. So I'm sure you guys have heard about like horror stories about athletes and people who use steroids and how it's gone wrong. But I'm just going to tell you like the basic facts about them, and that if you use them correctly, bad things won't always happen. Like inevitably, there are going to be side effects, but there are side effects with any drug any person can take. So as long as you are taking the right type of steroid and the right amount at the right time, everything should be fine. But the question is up to you whether or not you are really that serious about getting muscle that you want to use steroids. So coming to the effects of steroids on the body, it can actually interfere with a lot of things that have to do with hormone levels. Like for example, there can be gynecomastia, which is breast enlargement of the male. And this is because there's so much testosterone in the body after the steroids that it's going to convert the testosterone into estrogen, and then that will cause breast enlargement in the male. If you're experiencing itchiness or pain around the nipple area, this can actually be a really bad sign, and you need to stop the steroids right away. It can also cause acne and even premature balding in people who are genetically predisposed to that. So if balding runs in your family and you really care about not losing your hair prematurely, maybe steroids aren't for you. It can even cause psychiatric disorders such as aggressiveness. This is slightly rare, but it can still happen. Steroids can also lower the immune system, and certain steroids can even turn the urine a darker color. And if you notice this, you might want to lower the amount that you're taking, or you should also be drinking more water to dilute the urine. Steroids can even lower sperm production, guys. But even if you are on steroids, don't think you don't need to use protection, because it can still happen. But just be aware that your sperm production is going down. It can even cause higher cholesterol levels, therefore higher blood pressure levels, and prostate enlargement. So there's no doubt that the steroids do work and they will increase your muscle mass, but they are addictive in a way, not physically, but visually you could say, because when you see all the muscle that you've gained, I'm sure you're going to fall in love with that and you're not going to want to lose that. And if you do stop the steroids, there will be muscle wasting and you will lose a lot of the muscle mass. So a lot of the effects I mentioned, they will return back to normal once you stop using the steroid. But you will lose a lot of muscle mass once you stop using the steroid. So the question is, do you really want it that badly? For how long do you want it? You have to question yourself these type of questions before you actually make a decision, because this steroids is a really strong drug, and if you are going to use them, I would not recommend taking them from a friend who says he knows where he got them, and I wouldn't trust that. But if you are going to use them, you need to be very careful in what you do and use them at the right time, the right dosage, and the right kind. And if you're sure of all of this, then you can go ahead. But otherwise, I would not recommend steroids. Now, if you want my advice on how to gain muscle mass without the use of steroids, the trick is to consume at least 20 grams of protein within 30 minutes after a workout. Okay, so that's very crucial because you need protein in order to build muscle. So if you don't consume that much protein after your workout, the workout basically went to waste. You won't be gaining any muscle. You will be burning calories, but if you want to build muscle, you have to have protein in the diet, a lot of protein. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from this video, and that's it. Thanks for watching.